Ever feel awkward when you need to say no in English or worry that your requests sound too direct? You're not alone. Many of us struggle with finding the right words. In this lesson, I'll show you how to make polite requests and refuse gracefully, so you can communicate clearly, confidently, and respectfully in any situation. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to say and how to say it to sound more natural and professional. Let's start with requests. Many learners think that just adding please makes everything polite. But in English, your tone and phrasing matter just as much. For example, instead of saying, "Can I have your notes?" which can sound a bit demanding, try something like, "Would it be possible to take a look at your notes?" See the difference? The second one sounds softer and more considerate. Here are a few structures you can use. First, would you mind? For instance, would you mind sending me the file? Another great one is, I was wondering if you could. Like in, I was wondering if you could help me with this report. Or, do you think it would be okay if? As in, do you think it would be okay if I left a bit early today? You can also add a buffer to make your request even warmer. Phrases like, I'm sorry to bother you, but, or, I know you're busy, however, show respect and empathy, which are key elements of polite English. Now, let's talk about the harder part, saying no. Many English learners think no is a rude word. But the truth is, it's all about how you say it. Instead of a blunt no, here are some natural and polite ways to refuse. You could say, unfortunately, I can't at this time, or I'm afraid that won't work for me. Another great option is, I'd love to, but I'm already booked. If possible, offer an alternative or a brief explanation, but don't feel like you have to overdo it. For example, saying, I'm stretched thin this week, but maybe next week, keeps the tone kind while still setting a clear boundary. Let's look at a few real-life examples to see how this works in practice. Imagine a friend asks, Can I borrow $100? Instead of a simple no, you could say, I'd love to help, but I'm a bit tight right now. Or what if a colleague invites you out? Join us for dinner tonight? You can respond with, Thanks for inviting me. I really appreciate it, but I have other plans tonight. Maybe next time? This shows appreciation for the invitation. In a professional setting, if your boss asks, Can you take on this task today? You could say, I'd be happy to help, but I'm just finishing another urgent task. Could I take it on tomorrow instead? The key is to always show understanding and appreciation, even when you're refusing. Of course, words alone aren't enough. Your tone, facial expressions, and body language all play a huge role in how your message is received. Make sure to keep your tone calm and friendly. A smile, when it's appropriate, can make a huge difference. And don't forget to maintain eye contact to show you're engaged and sincere. Empathy also goes a long way. Using phrases like, I understand how you feel, or I wish I could help, can make your refusal sound caring and considerate, not cold and dismissive. Now let's make this practical. I want you to try these exercises. First, pick one polite request phrase we talked about and use it in a conversation today. Second, practice one polite way to say no without feeling guilty. Here's a quick cheat sheet for you. Don't say, no, I can't. Instead, say, I'd love to, but I'm afraid I can't right now. And don't say, give me that. Try this instead. Could you please pass that to me? Remember, these small changes can have a big impact on your communication. So, what's one polite English phrase you'll start using today? Share it in the comments below. I'd love to read your ideas. And if you found this helpful, please subscribe to Clear Voice English and turn on that notification bell for more practical English lessons every week. Communicate clearly, speak confidently, and stay polite. See you in the next lesson.